But guys, we got a tiny little leak here. It's the only leak in the whole system. And of course I search on Google how long to let the PVC glue dry. Anywhere from 15 minutes to 2 hours, and we probably let it be like a half hour to an hour max. So that could have been the issue. I'm also wondering, throw it down in the comments guys when you have issues like that. I know the best solution is just have unions and things everywhere for it to all be switchable and just change it out. Maybe we just didn't put enough glue on this little piece right here, but again, this is our first time doing any of this. We're learning so much, literally by the hour. Okay. So no leaks in here, ¿cierto? Nada de regada aquí, ¿sí? A little one there. Well, we're back another day, and it looks like we took a step backwards. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we're doing this again for a second, almost a third time. On a first turn on, we did find some leaks, so what I'm gonna do, I realize a huge issue is our 1-inch conduit is just not quality. It's holiday, it's New Year's, so nothing is open whatsoever. So what I'm gonna do, our 3/4 inch is really quality. Most of the grow was gonna be 3/4 inch anyway. I was just gonna do the inlines and everything coming in to be 1 inch, but we're gonna actually now reduce this to 3/4 inch, redo this little elbow into the room, and we've already been doing a bunch of work this morning. We got done the whole entire pre-filter, disc filter. We got this redone in 3/4 inch from top to bottom. From what you guys see here, for all you experts, throw down in the comments, obviously once we get it mounted, any suggestions throughout this whole process that you have. Because we're back to like, you know, again, we took a few steps back. We're about to finish this up again, and hopefully by tomorrow, we have RO in the house. Hopefully by tomorrow, full-time reverse osmosis. We gotta do 40 minutes of clean on this thing, and we still gotta give you guys a little walkthrough of it, so. There it is, a little bit of changes. Check it out. Again, this is our 1-inch line coming in from the outdoor natural spring reservoir. We cut it down from 1 inch to 3/4 right here. This 3/4 is much higher quality. It's working great. Up to here, into the room. There it is. Any suggestions that you guys see here? You're like, bro, you should be covering this, or any, obviously we're gonna be fastening everything down, that's for sure. Just gotta go inside now that the tubing's there, finish hanging up this thing. Last little elbow here, boom, down, and into the chain of dopeness, which the chain of dopeness is this cool thing right here, right? 2 disc filters. Oh my God, there it is. I'm so nervous about this. You know, this is where I really need to call the Grow Turkey Hives. I need your guys' help here. Just for any recommendations. You know, I looked at everything from the Dosatron videos and the way they bracket their stuff. It's really pros, like the metal brackets, the little holders. Like, that's really the level I gotta get into. I'm totally having a new appreciation for setup, the way it looks. Oh, this is nuts, dude. But exciting, nonetheless. There it is. There's the line. So we're gonna let it dry for 24 hours. I'm gonna keep the line off at the main back of the house there. And we're just gonna let it sit, do its thing, dry. Tomorrow we will do the pressure test and see if there's any leaks. And I'm really, fingers crossed, guys. I don't think there's going to be. I hope there isn't. All right, we're back really quick. This is days later. We finally figured it out. All thanks to Turpy Highs. Literally going back and forth with him on WhatsApp. Messages like this is how we figured this out. So really quick tour, we finally figured out all the RO, and we finally got all the bottom of the irrigation set up. So really quick, under 30 seconds, here's the update. So we have our RO going into these 2 tanks right here. We have them joined with valves, so we can turn these on or off. The water goes here into the pump, and on the other side is where we have our 2 nutrient tanks. So 300 liters of nutrients, 300 liters of RO water, always on standby, going to the pump, and before it gets to the pump, quick disc filter, and then into the pump.
You know
so
about this
what's to come next week is the continuation up, over, into each bucket, right? And then into the room, into the feed system. So that should just take another few days, and then I'm all stoked because everything is set up now with the hydrologic. So our pump, water coming in from outside, then it goes through the pre-filter into the RO, and the RO into this tank. So we did it, Brian. Great work. And again, major shout out to Turpy Highs. Honestly, dude, thank you so much for helping us with this. We were totally gonna do it in a different way that wouldn't have been nearly as efficient as the way you had it set up. So for those who don't know Turpy Highs, go check out his channel. The dude knows what's up. He shows you a ton of different stuff. Seed to harvest, to becoming a pro. He's out in Thailand, living the dream, growing the bud. So much love to you, brother, and let's get back to the episode. Wow. So these right here, guys, are looking really good. This right here in this little section is all the swale. This is everything ridgeline. Again, all regular seeds. So what we've been doing is we've been cloning them. You see, once we clone them, they just start bushing out big time. Now there's a ton of tops to take clones from once we know the sex, whereas we're still missing a few clones. Well, actually a lot needs to be cloned today. The good news is, guys, the clones are working at 100%, so I'm gonna take you guys inside right now. We'll take a look at the clones, but look at some of the stems on these, dude. These are huge. Everything's hollowed out, bro. Really big stems, huge stems. Look at this one. This is nuts, bro. This is the size of my thumb. It's a big stem. So we got some white flies here. We've been spraying every 3 to 4 days, cycling different stuff from Athena IPW, right, the IPM. We've been using the Crop Defender from Petra Tools. We've been cycling in some fungicides as well. And then we got some nice organic, different ones here local from Colombia that are really good with the local Colombian pests. So really good. Good news is clones are coming out, so let's head inside because we got to start taking some of these first rooted clones, put them right into flower, find out the sex ASAP. And I need a haircut, dude. I gotta get a hat on. Alright guys, welcome to the clone room. Work in progress. Experiments are happening, and let's break it down this way. So again, the VP Dome from Athena. I really want to try a legit one. I don't know what happened in my shipping, but somehow we ended up losing the actual shelf that it was for. Anyway, long story short, it's just not working out in here as far as humidity and such. So we got 2 experiments going down at the same time. One, no dome, which we often always do the dome for the first week. We really do follow what the Clone King says in his course. We purchased the course probably 2 years ago. We learned a lot from it, and we've kind of dialed it into our own system, whereas a week later, we take them out of the dome, and they thrive in here, dude. Like, good roots. Looking beautiful. This is the Cheetah Piss cross to Lance from Ridgeline. So we're gonna take all these today and go ahead and pot them up, right? That's the Cheetah Piss number 4. So everything is marked, each pheno. It's gonna be a long hunt. Hunting regular seeds, finding out what's the males, what's the females. You know, that's why it's so much easier going feminized. But when you got fire, you hunt fire in regular. Back to this here. Again, this is a little bit of an experiment that we're kind of running in 2 different ways. One, not using dome, and we're trying to VP dome. And then the other thing we're experimenting with are these trays right here that we got off Grower's House. They look really good. They came moist, pre-amended, everything, but I don't know if we did it justice. Let's see the results. I don't know if it's looking good. It's been really low humidity, really high heat. The VPD and everything is not optimal by any means. I've been trying to spray down, leave water open in here just to pick up the humidity. Well, I see one baby root over there. One root. That is not good. And that is off one of the lemon bang bangs from Exotic Genetics right there. That's the one that rooted. So, but really I was hoping this was gonna work out. It would just save us so much time without having the domes. It would save us a lot of space. Work in progress, guys. Work in progress. So, plan right now, take the clones from Ridgeline, plant them up, do a whole new set of clones. We only have a few trays. I really should buy more trays to be able to clone more at once. We're gonna pot these up, get new clones going, and get these flipped over to flower, literally I think right from today, right from transplant, to find out if they're female or male, and then do a proper hunt, you know, and flower them out. All right, quick update. I really wanted to squeeze this in because it's been a few tests later. So we continued to test the Grower's House little trays. The only change we've made is we've actually domed them up. The results have been great. Check it out. Nice, bro. So there it is. This is on day 12-ish, and these new cubes are working great. So really cool. I'm glad we continue to do testing with these now that with the dome 1 week on. And then the next week, from day 7 on, the dome off, they're rooting really nice, so everything's ready to be transplanted. This is all the swale tests, so really important they came out good. They came out perfect. This is the BOP number 6, ready to get thrown outside and check her sex. So cool, I just want to throw that update in. Let's get back to the episode. Check it out. Everything's looking good, guys. Really good. Great work, Brian. He's now a clone pro. So here he is, the man himself. Now a clone master after learning from the Clone King. Grobro Brian.
Hoy estamos creando Lance B y algunos chitapis. Ya muchos de los chitapis nos han salido ya súper bien esquejados ya.
Second or third batch? La tercera.
Tercera, sí.
Let's follow Grobro Brian and see how he gets a clone. So here he is. He looks around. Looks like he's going with Lance B, number 6. So there he goes. Reaches in for the cut. Cut, Brian, nice. Oh, beautiful. Oh, look, and he gets rid of it. The clippings right here. Chops the top. The master batch. 90-degree angle. Beautiful, bro. 45-degree angle. Here it is. The famous Athena cut. So Brian puts it in a shot glass. The way the Clone King recommends doing it is putting this in a ketchup bottle, and then the ketchup bottle you just simply squirt into each actual hole. Here we're actually doing a dipping technique, so if something was contaminated, we would be contaminating to the others. It's not perfect, but these ladies are healthy. We know we don't got anything. They're healthy. And these are the little cocoa peat plugs that we're using. They're very small, which means we're going to see root quicker by using these. They just have a little hole on top. We just put it right in there. Boom. Sometimes they're crooked. We keep them moist. We keep them in the fridge. But they've been seen to working really good so far. But I'm excited to see the grower's house technique and see if that's going to work better for us than these. Well, Happy New Year, guys. Welcome back. It's been a few days since we did another update. We got mail call in. We got some cool new surprises. We're going to take a look at it. Thought it would be fun to kind of show some of the new genetics that are showing up for the greenhouse and some things that we're really excited about. And Grobro Brian also has a surprise in there sent out from a special breeder, which he's going to unbox with us in a second. But first, he's planting some hot peppers, Brian.
Tenemos aquí varios como habanero white, habanero yellow, habanero orange, ghost pepper.
So we're getting the veggies going again, dude. So here we're using the can for all of our peppers, literally for all seeds here on the channel. We've been rocking the can. It just so happens today too, I threw on the shirt, so that works out good. It is available on Seedsman. You can always use code HomeGrowTV to get yourself a can at discount. So that works out really cool. But guys, yeah, we're getting back into veggies. Some of these are from Humboldt. So this is pineapple tomato. They grow it to a kilo. These are special seeds from Nat's actual farm that we visited, getting to see some of these veggies, try them out. We got Korean peppers. And then one of the ones I'm most excited about is the chocolate goat. I believe it's a custom cross, again, from Nat. We were very excited. And then we got about 10 pineapple tomatoes. So we're gonna start an outdoor veg garden here in between here and the office, somewhere in the middle. We're gonna do a full trellis and train them out, something basic and fun. But by the way, we're testing right now this is Umami 901A. Video turned out amazing. The flowers are nice. One of my favorites for sure. Really good. So that's one of the ones we're gonna do a 10 run on. Hunt another 10, maybe 12 phenos. So little unboxing moment. So we got a full load of beans just showed up from all different places, and I guess we'll start in order from things that I ordered before the end of the new year. This was something I ordered back in November last year. Not gonna lie, guys, it was one of those moments you're just ripped. It was like 2 a.m. and I was like, man, I really wanna hunt this. So I picked this up on Soulfire's website. This is the Don Mega cross to Biscotti. These are regular seeds. I was hoping it was gonna get here before we did our big regular hunt now. It didn't, but don't worry, because something I'm gonna show you in a second totally lines up with this continuation of the Don Mega hunt. So I nerded out, ordered these from the website, and then I ordered myself 3 packs, because Soulfire was nice enough to give us one at MJ BizCon. We decided to order 3 off the website, and that came with a freebie of anniversary cake, which is sick, dude. This is blueberry cheesecake and Last Supper. This should be something special. And then it came with, I don't know if these are limited edition cards or it's like a special card, but this right here is Big Juicy. It's a strain card. It's cool. Once you order 3 packs, I guess it comes with one like nice collectible card or something. So the motivation behind this was just to actually get into playing this at some point. So this is what we ordered early last year. These are the cards we had back from MJ BizCon when we first met Soulfire. He hooked us up with one.
We got the HomeGrow TV card, the Pheno Hunter. The Pheno Hunter, dude!
And we still got that deck. We're gonna add it to our next 3. And we're gonna unbox these with you guys in a second, along with Grobro Brian's gift. We got the Mendo Dope Boys. So this we got off their website as well. This is the Heady OG. I know it's also available on Tangled Roots. I think you can use, I don't know if HomeGrow TV has a code, but I think code triangle for Tangled Roots, Minnow Dope Boys, or if not, on their website. This is the Heady OG, back cross number 1, BX1. This is something we've seen in person there. there. It was ridiculous. And we're gonna do a hunt of this. 10. Hopefully we can order in a few more and do a little bit of a bigger hunt. If not, we're gonna do a little 10 hunt of such a story, man. Like such an epic strain is the Heady OG.
One of our good friends of ours passed away. After he had passed away, he had a garden growing at his house. His parents wanted us to come check out the garden and see how it was doing, see when they would be ready to harvest. Went and checked some stuff out, roaming through the area. Into one of the hoops that he was working on some different breeding projects. Unknown to us, we didn't know what was going on. One of the plants that Brian found actually, it was like, man, this is really special looking. Let's keep an eye on it. So about a week or maybe 2 goes by and they call us back and they say that the garden got raided by some kids or someone came in and pretty much just took most of the whole garden. Chaos out there, so they wanted to ask us to come through and see if we could help see what was salvageable, what was left there. So we came through, checked stuff out, you know, helped them out a bit, and then we were looking through the plants, and in that greenhouse, that special plant that Brian saw, it was snipped down to the stem where there was only 2 branches of bud. It's so special, looked so good. We're like, let's take this branch, cut it, and see if we can get it to root and come back to life. So we cut it, we brought it back to the house, and it was a slow process.
When it was re-vegging too, it took a while, and like you'd just be sitting there for a while, barely started to push some out, and every time you rub that little bud, it was like, holy shit, this is so loud and so gassy, like one we've always wanted.
We brought it back to life, and we grew it inside our indoor room for a minute test. It blew us away. We're like, holy crap, this is so special. Such a crazy gas strain, and like...
Again, that came in last year, so right on. So the Soulfire order, the Mendo Dope Boy order, there's no Pandora. Now let's get to what showed up today. I will take it to something here. Ordered this off Seedsman. This is another personal, like I really want to try it, so I got 20 beans of the Milky Dreams. Again, you guys can use code HomeGrowTV on the website to get a discount. Milky Dreams was in the battle of the breeders. Unfortunately, we had a sprouting error, we'll call it, and we lost a lot of seeds. One of those strains that didn't come out and get tested, recommended by Dust from Strain Hunter himself, is like, you gotta try Milky Dreams. So shout out Wheelie Buzzed. I know you grew it, it looked great, so I'm gonna follow through and still hunt this sucker. It's another fun personal project I really wanna do this year. Potentially do just greenhouse, maybe some in the indoor, but the one I really want to see in the indoor, maybe we just fill a 2x4 with this. This is, again, one of my top favorites of the world, the Super Lemon Haze, right? One of the first strains I ever ordered online back in the 2010 era. Grew up the Super Lemon Haze, fell in love with it. First time I ever experienced lemon terps in a reality. So this is crossed to the RS11. We got 20 beans of this, and these are all from Seedsman, so check them out. A great international shipping. Any of my grow bros out in Europe, you know, easy peasy, US, Canada, super simple. Code HomeGrowTV to get yourself a little discount on that website. And so on the Seedsman, I don't know if I'm allowed to show these or not, but I'm doing it. These are some of the new testers, some of the new from the actual Seedsman genetics. Mr. Q already brought this over and we did a smoke test of this Grilla Runs. It's insane. So I want to do a little hunt of that and see what's up. And then I really want to try this Sour Diesel. I handpicked these from some of their new unreleased. I was like, I would love to get these tested if you guys are needing testers before launch. And they do, so the last one is Black Sugar 2.0. All of these just sound great. I can't wait. I don't know when they will be live. I don't know if I'm even supposed to show this. We're going to be showing the flower at some point soon anyway, so sorry, Seedsman, if I wasn't supposed to, but it's going to be sick. Banana Biscotti was a fun hunt, but I think I'm excited to test some of these out now. A little bit of a different direction from our Banana Biscotti hunt of the Seedsman strain. So that's brand new, fresh in today. We're definitely going to be filling up a row in the greenhouse with something from there because, again, guys, there's nothing we've ever run on the channel that or is as cheap as Seedsman seeds. So for beginner growers, people with a tight budget are looking to add on a few more without spending big bucks. It's unreal the cost that they come in at with stuff like we put in the battle with the Banana Biscotti and some of the Seedsman strains. So definitely check those out. I love testing everything from the lowest cost genetics all the way to some of the highest cost genetics, like some of this stuff right there, you know, which I'll take you out in a sec, but the BOPs and the Willa Papayas and stuff from Farmhouse, it's not cheap. Those were like over $200 packs, and so I do not recommend that to everyone, especially for new growers. I think it's really good just to start off with something reliable, and on the lower end, this stuff's also really good. Boom. This is right here, the Black Friday. All strains that were sold out from Soulfire eventually got relaunched on Black Friday. Our kit came in super late, but shout out Soulfire for making this happen, because I know these are some of the most requested genetics that sold out, and he usually never goes back and makes genetics twice. He did for these.